welcome. Yes, you're in the new Providence, where niggas get to snapping like they got no common sense. When we approach with confidence, revoking confidence. His offense lift enough to throw the hardest to the fence. The raw is what he is, you can't stop it like jail runs. And ain't no time for him, he's opposite of well done. Rare without care, put clocks on the line. Comfortable with my flow, it's like I got Crocs on my rhymes. No, rocket science, fuck the...
Yeah. We in here. Cody flexing on him. I'm flexing on him. Jay Reeves ain't even got a flex. He does just a sex symbol. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't even got a flex. He don't even have a flex position in his lineup. He just got a sex position. You know what I'm saying? And it's probably missionary knowing him. Whatever. We starting it off. We get real R-rated like right off the bat. I didn't even mean
Spider
to lead
Monkey.
that way. But you know, when I'm talking,
cowgirl.
I talk and I do what I like to do when I like to do what I like to do. Let's get this popping, man. It is me, VO the face, FO, 50% fuss, 50% fantasy football, but 100% facts. Y'all know what time it is, man. We about to get it popping. Cody disappeared, but he's right back now. Speaking of Cody, what's going on? Silly C with the numbers.
Haha, it's your boy.
It's
FO.
your boy. Flexing on him and finessing on him. I'm also here with Jay Reese, the gambler.
What was that?
F4, baby, kicking down your goddamn door.
Hey, boom, boom, boom. Open the door. It's ATF. Let's get it popping, man. That's a DMX line. You know what I'm saying? We about to get this popping, man. We gonna keep it. And y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. Up in here. So we're gonna get it going with the game of the week, man. Actually, before we even dive into that, man, I know me and Jay Reeves both have scheduled our fantasy basketball stuff, man. So if you look at the top right of your screen, you'll see the F4 logo, but also make sure y'all catch us for the bucket list, man. Like we got the bucket list popping off. We're gonna do big things this season, man. We ready to get it going, but look out for that for November 1st. And we coming with a whole new winter lineup of specials on the Fuss Network. So make sure y'all mess with us. I'm gonna go from the bucket list. Or actually, we'll keep it up there for a second. Jay Reeves, any hot takes on the fantasy basketball season?
I love my baby mama. I never let her go.
Huh?
I said I love my baby mama. I never let her go.
There you go. There we go. Tanya.
Yo, I'm looking into my Chicago Bulls like heavy. So don't be surprised if you see me with 3 Bulls on my team, straight up and down. If y'all want the Chicago Bulls on your team, you better jump for them.
Man, we already know you be on that bullshit, silly C. Let me know what you thinking as far as fantasy basketball this year.
I don't know. Right now with Kyrie up in the air, I'm really probably going to be leaning hard towards one of those Brooklyn people because they're going to have to play extra hard than if they're going to get extra shots. So
yeah,
right
you
now,
said
that's what I'm
hard
looking at.
twice right there. You leaning towards Harden, and you also mentioned the name that's a hot button name of the week, which is Kyrie Irving. What do you do with Kyrie Irving in your drafts? I see he fell all the way to like 100th position. If he's only playing half the games, what do you do, Jay Reese? Do you even roster him or?
I'm good. He was never really a guy that I did roster because just the inconsistency in getting to the game. So I'm definitely not taking Kyrie Irving on any of my teams and just stray away from him, man.
Cody, Kyrie Irving, even at 50%, if he's going around the 100 range, that's like 10th round or whatever. Let me know who you're gonna take, man. Joe Ingles, like Rashawn Holmes. You're gonna give Kyrie Irving a shot. You know, like we're in like that 100th range.
I need somebody who's going to give me points every night. I can't take that risk of somebody who's only going to play half the games and ain't no telling what they're going to do when they play.
Facts.
Side note, Rashawn Holmes is a beast.
Yeah, he's a super beast. You know what I'm saying? Those people going in that 100 range, it's kind of like iffy territory, but we'll see what's up. Michael Porter Jr. got paid. He also got elevated to the top 30 of the NBA draft-ish. You know what I'm saying? He's getting paid in like a top 10 player. You guys think Michael Porter Jr. will be a good look this year? Silly C?
Right now, I'm going to say I'm not too sure. We'll have to see how Jamal Murray comes back, how the rotation plays, and kind of what we do. We looked a little slow, like a little off last year. The year before that, we were, really good, but last year we looked pretty bad. So we definitely got a rebound, and I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, well, on the regular calendar, there's always a leap year. Jay Reeves, you seeing this being a big leap for Michael Porter Jr. this year?
Here's the thing with Michael Porter Jr., man. When he first came out of college, they were comparing him to Kevin Durant. Now
Porter
I haven't
Jr.
now I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen that, but I can say that he took his game to the next level last year. I usually don't like when guys get paid because they tend to slack off a little bit more. So I'm real interested to see what he does this year. And I guess I'll be throwing him on my fantasy team if y'all don't snake me.
Exactly, man. That's why I always that's why I haven't started paying you guys yet, because I really don't want you guys to slack off, and we'll go from the bucket list right back to F4. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm probably not ever gonna pay y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't want you guys to start slacking, man. We do this for the fans, so let's get back to the football, man, and give them what they want to see. We got the game of the week, man. We're gonna lead right in with that. We're gonna do the game of the week, which is my Denver Broncos taking on the Oakland Raiders.
My
That's
Denver
the big,
Broncos.
yeah. Well, my Denver Broncos. We gonna figure out how we're gonna play it out, and then we'll sort out whose team it is later. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
we'll start with the game, man. Denver Broncos. Jay Reeves, what is Las Vegas saying?
They currently got this game sitting at -3.5 for the Denver Broncos. I'm gonna go ahead and kick this off, man. I'm gonna tell you straight up like this: if the Broncos do not cover this spread and destroy the Raiders, not just win but cover the spread, Vic Fangio should be fired. If they lose, he definitely needs to get up out of there because the Raiders have fallen on tough times this weekend, but behind their racist coach who is no longer there.
Bye bye.
If you ain't got a head coach, you shouldn't be winning this game. Broncos -3.5.
Yeah, I think Broncos should definitely cover and take care of business at home. I'm a big person for narratives. And as far as this narrative goes, Mike Shanahan's going into the Denver Broncos Ring of Fame. Well deserving. You know what I'm saying? Can we get a round of applause for that? You know what I'm saying? Well deserving. You know what I'm saying? Mike Shanahan going into it.
Yes, sir.
And of course, you could tell that there is a rivalry in this game because, they put it against the Raiders. He has a lot of bad blood with them. And hopefully the Broncos come out and do their thing. I'm going to take the Broncos to cover the spread. Silly C, what say you?
Well, definitely Broncos 3.5 at home. But I want to dig into John Gruden left this team right in the middle of his rebuilding. And this team is not rebuilt, and they are in trouble. I feel bad for them, but it's the Raiders, so I'm happy.
Yeah, man, it's definitely going to be a very important game narrative wise. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it. And just like Jay Reeves was receiving a call, I hope we're receiving a call for a W. Jay Reeves, let's go ahead and get into maybe you got your props or ops for the game of the week?
Specifically not for this one. I do got some coming for you later.
Definitely. So we won't do anything, but let's draw some comparisons, man. We got some young studs in this one, and we're just wondering who's going to do the best. We got Noah Fant and Darren Waller going head to head. Obviously, Waller's going to be a very big play, but is he that point of emphasis, and will he be able to get it going? Jay Reeves, what do you think about Waller? You think we'll let him do what he's supposed to do and try to stop everybody else? Or do you think we'll just try to stop him and stop the Raiders in general?
Oh, man. Darren Waller, the Walrus, Cuckoo Kachoo. I don't know, man. That boy may go ham on us. Last week we was getting torched in the secondary. I'm like, what is going on here? We have a top paid corner, a first round corner pick. I'm like, what is going on here? Darren Waller may be going ham on us. I hate to say that. They're still gonna lose that game, but I'm expecting a lot of production about it. This might be a blow-up game for Darren Waller.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely Baller the Waller out there on the field. The Broncos have recently. Melissa is showing me freaking way too much on the other side of this computer screen. It's like messing me up. She's trying to like take me off, man, but she won't do it. This is the game of the week. You know what I'm saying? That might be the game of the night, and I'm about to play the field. But she messing with me, and I'm trying to stay focused because I'm a professional. She says, peace out. I say peace the fuck out because she was really distracting me. I apologize for messing up.
Oh, I thought you was
your thing.
gonna leave the pod. It's just
Oh, I
like,
was about
I
to
gotta
bounce,
go.
man.
It's
I
like,
had some heavies out. Heavies! The heavies is out. I was like, oh, I hate you. But I was trying to just be professional because that's what I am. Even though we're not professional, let's go ahead and push it to Silly C. What do you think about the wide receivers in this game? There's 2 wide receivers in this game that went back to back with Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy. Obviously, no Jerry Jeudy will supplement Tim Patrick there. Who has a better game, Tim Patrick or Henry Ruggs? Silly C.
Uh, I have to say Tim Patrick.
Yeah.
He again is just such a beast. And Derek Carr, after even taking that hit last week, he took a pretty big hit, and I
He
think
ain't got
that's
it.
something
He
there.
ain't got it all up there.
Yeah, he ain't got all up there after that one.
Mhm.
So I definitely have to say definitely Tim Patrick.
Yeah, man. I mean, Derek Carr took a big hit last week, but the week before, Teddy B was sidelined with a concussion, and we'll just use that to segue right into it. You say you got thinking Derek Carr might be still like a little hobbled, and plus all the off the field stuff. Jay Reeves and Silly C, tell us about the quarterback play in this game, Bridgewater and Derek Carr.
Yeah, the boy Bridgewater really exploded at the end of that Steelers game. And it just kind of had me wondering, where was this all game? Maybe it took
Yeah.
him a little while to shake out the cobwebs. With that being said, man, Teddy B is about to ball in the den. And Derek Carr, he going to be driving a bucket right on up out of here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Derek Carr is going to be the lemon sold by the used car salesman, which Keyshawn Johnson called John Gruden earlier in the week. Silly C, who's going to do better, Teddy B or Derek Carr?
I feel Teddy B. They currently have Derek Carr projected for a little bit more points. Um, Teddy's about 16 points and Carr's about 17. So I still think Teddy B is going to get over that. I call it a big game at home, a rebound game. We win.
Yeah, man. So we'll see how that goes. Titty Bridgewater. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about them heavies. It's Titty
Yeah.
Bridgewater. I'm still thinking about those heavies. We'll keep it pushing, man. And I believe that with you gentlemen, it is time to run the lines. So this is a segment of the game or a segment of the show where we just gonna hit every line out there, man. And we'll go ahead and start with the game 1 on the NFL bracket, and we'll go with Miami Dolphins visiting the Jacksonville Jaguars. We could pretty much call them the London Jaguars pretty soon. But we got Jacoby Brissett taking on Trevor Lawrence. Jay Reeves, what say you?
Well, the boy Tua may actually be back for this game. He traveled with the team to London. And I say all that to say this. He may not be that great the first game out the gates. This is Jacksonville's second home. So you give me them points, I'm going to give you my money. I'm taking Jacksonville +3 for their first win.
Yeah, I'm actually going to take the opportunistic defense in the Miami Dolphins. I think they forced turnovers in a ton of recent games. I want to say it's like 25 straight, but I actually don't know if they got one last week, so don't misquote me. But it was like 24 straight going into the last game. They're very opportunistic. They do their thing, and I think Trevor Lawrence is just young enough, just impressionable enough. And now that he's away from his Clemson home, he's realizing he's in the NFL. I'm going to take Miami Dolphins in this game. Silly C, what say you and the numbers?
Well, as far as this game, I went in on the London Jaguars last week, thinking that was finally going to be their first win, and they severely disappointed me.
Severely.
And I think that this is still you give me the points, I still ain't taking the Jaguars. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Miami.
Man,
Hey, let me drop one thing, man. This game is a real stinker, and I do want to move on. The last time Miami won, it was in week 1 of this year. The last time Jacksonville won, it was in week 1 of last year. They got to get it done.
Somebody got to do it. That makes Jay Reeves the
Are you
dog
sure?
catcher, man. He's a dog catcher for this one, taking Jacksonville with the points. And, the London Jacksonville Jaguars falling down. That was so horrible. In my head, I was like, this shit fire. I'm about to cook this shit. I fumbled that one all the way up.
Think it was your
But
enthusiasm. You need more
I
energy.
think I lost it, man. Like,
You need to get them
maybe
heavies back.
heavy. I'm still thinking about
Heavy.
the
He's
the,
on
the Houston,
the He
the
probably
heavy
texting him right
Texans. You
now.
know what I'm saying?
Heavy.
Hey
I'm on
man,
my
we're
way.
gonna
We gonna hurry
transfer
up.
that to the heavies from the state that is always doing things bigger, and that's Houston, Texas, traveling up to Indianapolis to take on Carson Wentz and those somewhat struggling Colts. Man, got an interdivision rivalry. Jay Reeves, what is Vegas saying?
They got this game. They got this game sitting at -10. Another real stinker on the slate. So I'm gonna keep it fast. I'm taking Houston with the points, man. I don't trust Indy at all after that miraculous comeback by Baltimore.
Yeah, man, that was crazy on Monday night. I'm also going to, I'm actually going to, -10. That's too hefty of a line. I'm going to take Texan with the 10 points. I could see Indianapolis taking this game, but not by over 10 points. Silly C, what say you?
Actually, I'm gonna be the dog catcher here, because after last week and that comeback from Baltimore, nobody has Lamar Jackson, and right now Houston ain't got nobody. So I'm definitely gonna go ahead and take them to cover that -10.
Yeah, man, we'll see how that one goes. That's interesting on the money line. So, if you were to take Houston on the money line, you're definitely going to add to any parlay that you got going on. This next team doesn't stand a chance against this other team, and I'm only talking so bad about them because it's Jay Reed's second team. We got Chicago Bears hosting the Green Bay Packers at Soldier Fields. Jay Reeves, what is Vegas saying?
You.
Ew.
They got this game sitting at -5.5 for the Green Bay Packers. The Cheeseheads are traveling to the Windy City. Yes, that's right. That is my
The
second.
Windy Titty? I mean, sorry, I'm still on that.
That
I'm
is
not.
that is my second team, man. It is kind of weird on this show. I never picked them on the bucket list. I never picked the Chicago Bulls. And with that being said, I think I'm going to have to continue that trend, and I'm taking Green Bay. Maybe Aaron Rodgers puts on his Halloween costume early in this one. And
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be that Freddy Krueger with the glove hand. He about to just shred up some bear, get some good bear shoulder out of that. Green Bay -5.5.
I have Aaron Rodgers in a Halloween costume, but it's actually his daily look as a Boulder hipster. He's just waiting to come to Colorado and do his thing. I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers by that 5 and a hook, and make sure that they get their job done, even on the road. Chicago Bears beat a good team last week in the Oakland Raiders, but they've got other things going on besides football, so I'm hoping we're able to catch them off that same weird momentum. Silly C, what are the numbers saying? Chicago Bears against Packers.
Yeah, right now Chicago Bears is missing a lot of their team. Montgomery's on IR, I believe, at least for the next few weeks. So, with that being said, Packers -5.5 in Chicago.
Yeah, man. So we're all aligned on that one, man. We're pitching in a big day for the MVP. As you can only imagine, going against a younger team and a younger quarterback. Justin Fields, I think he performs well in this game, but comes up a little short. We'll move it into the next game, which is the Kansas City Chiefs, the struggling, no more beast of the AFC, the Kansas City Chiefs, going against the Washington football team. I apologize. Now she's messaging me like I think it's about to go down. I have no idea what's going on.
You think?
Freaking we'll go into Jay Reeves. What is Vegas saying? I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
They currently have the Kansas City Chiefs
He's all in his phone now.
because they've been playing like straight booty at -6.5. Now I'm a little upset with this number because I caught him at -7. I would have liked to catch that -6.5. This game's a little weird, man. They said they were going to retire Sean Taylor's jersey like in the middle of the week out of nowhere, like not really preparing fans or his family, doing him any justice. They just wanted to take the turmoil off of them and everything they have going on in their front office. And I'm like, y'all couldn't give people a chance to get to this game because Sean Taylor was a real big deal back in the day. I think
Yeah.
Washington may wake up just because it is that Sean Taylor game, but the Kansas City Chiefs got to cover this number, man. -6.5.
Yeah, man. I'm also going to take the Chiefs, and this is the battle of the names that probably won't be around too long. I think the Chiefs will be able to stay around with their name because it's not too offensive. But we see the change with the Cleveland Indians as well as the Washington Redskins, and everybody's being a little bit more progressive, and I'm all for that. But one thing that's not going to progress in this game is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs on the road. I picture them having a tough day. I think we finally see a Chase Young sighting. I think we finally see a solid Washington football team defense, and we should be in store for a Washington football team dub with the 6.5 points. Silly C, what say you?
Yeah, I'm not in agreement. I think that we're definitely going to see a better game from the opposite or the opposing side, should I say. Um, Reason being is the Chiefs, they're in trouble. And I heard it on the show pretty much saying that is their defense just not allowing Mahomes to be Mahomes, to actually be great, and leaving him off the field and suspect so much of the game that he's not even the advantage. I think that's going to change, but I do think Kansas City's in trouble, so I pick Kansas City to win this game.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna quadruple down on my narrative when Patrick Mahomes isn't playing. When it's not working, man, it looks bad, man. They got 11
Mhm.
turnovers, same as the league leading Jacksonville Jaguars. So
Ooh.
I'm gonna take the home team in this one. They've both got 11 turnovers. They've had 4 turnovers in a game 2 of the past 3 weeks, and I think it might be a long day for Mahomes again. So I'll be the dog catcher. I don't know if I was supposed to howl, but it felt right. And I ain't going to fight the feeling. Speaking of, we'll not fight the feeling and keep it pushing into the next game. We might have a return sighting of Christian McCaffrey. And if we do, then we got Christian McCaffrey hosting Dalvin Cook, a bunch of first round running back looks. Jay Reeves, what is Vegas saying?
They got Carolina sitting at +2. Now I led off with Carolina with the +2 because I'm taking Carolina +2. Actually, I'm taking Carolina on the money line. They got that sitting at +114. I couldn't find a better value. Minnesota does not travel well. And if C-Mac is coming back, whoo, boys better watch out.
Yeah, man. C Mac has proven to be productive and pretty much conquering all. The Panthers are 3-0 with him, 0-2 without him. Chuba Hubbard has not proved to be a solid replacement for him. Even though he's been okay fantasy wise, it's not been enough to push him over. I'm going to take Kirk Cousins. You like that? You like that? I'm gonna take Kirk Cousins, man, against the home team in Carolina Panthers. Silly C, what say you?
I'm in disagreement with Reeves that the Chicago Bears is a good team. But outside of that,
Nobody
I'm
even
in.
said that.
Nobody.
You's a hater, bro.
That's all right.
It's
You can't be a hater your whole life.
other than
Yeah, he
that,
can.
I am
He
in agreement
tries.
with him. I definitely have to say Carolina, runs with this one.
All right, man.
Okay.
We're going with Carolina, Minnesota. Just me by myself. Oh my goodness, the dog catcher, dog catcher. I'm the dog catcher. Let's keep it pushing. This was a game of the week potential right here, man. With how Hollywood, how Lastar Jackson, how Mark Andrews, you know what I'm saying, and then we got Herbert, Babyface, Anakin Skywalker out there going against Lamar Jackson, man. 2 of the young guns in the AFC and the top quarterbacks in the conference. Let's do it, man. Baltimore hosting Chargers. Silly C, what is the number saying on this? Give us the line.
Baltimore and Chargers. I have it Baltimore -2.5 right now.
Mm.
Ooh, I don't know. that boy Herbert is playing out of his mind.
fire.
He is on fire. But with that being said, right now the Ravens have washed all of the AFC West. So I'm not saying it much, but I think that might continue with the Chargers.
Wait a
I'm
second.
gonna
Wait a
go ahead
second.
and pick.
Didn't the Ravens lose to the Raiders?
Did they lose to the Raiders?
Yeah, they did. They lost to them twice in
Oh,
1
sorry, I
week.
forgot about that because the
Exactly.
Raiders.
They lost
I
to them
forgot
twice.
about that because the Raiders just lost Gruden.
Yeah.
But outside, but outside of that, yeah, I'm gonna have to say that I think the Ravens actually cover the spread and beat the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go with the road team. And here, the cardiac Ravens will prove to fall a little short in this game. They can't keep playing around with teams. They can't keep playing around like freaking.
No,
And I think the
no.
Chargers are the team to put them away. And you know what kind of makes me lean that way is the two mixed breeds they got on their team, Keenan Allen and Austin Eckler. I'm definitely going to take them light skins all day. We'll keep it pushing. Jay Reeves, what do you think about this game?
Man, you took my whole narrative away. Like
I'm too good. I'm too good. You can't talk after me. You got to go before me, B.
Baltimore can't keep coming back with these miraculous wins. I'm actually going to take those points and throw them right up out of here because I don't need those points because I got them onions. I'm
Ball bag.
taking the Chargers on the money line plus 132. Hop on it before everybody else does, man.
Man, it's already dropped. You said 132. It's at plus 118 now, man.
Yeah, I see
Oh man,
Chargers is a
118.
fair bet on the money line. You know what I'm saying? And I like the ball bag you put into that one, man. So we got Cody being the lone wolf in that one. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I can't even find my graphic. Here we go. I don't even know where it went. Yeah, silly.
oh,
He's a dog catcher. Let's get it popping, man. We'll go into the next game, which is the Cincinnati Bengals, who are better than we thought. They are not who we thought they are, playing Dan Campbell and the knee-nipping Detroit Lions. Something's got to give, man. Is Detroit not as bad as we think they are, or is Cincinnati not as good as they think they are?
Cincinnati. That's it. Let's go.
Yeah,
okay.
Cincinnati. I'm going to take Cincinnati as too. Jay Reeves, give us the line, though, just to let them know what we're going off.
We got
Sorry.
minus 3.5 for the Cincinnati Bengals. And Cincinnati is real good. And last week, Dan Campbell was crying after the game when he lost, man. I don't care what y'all say about Dan Campbell, man. He got a lot of passion. And
I like that.
the Lions, they really need to wake up for this game and just get this W. And do I think they could do it? No. Cincinnati, minus 3.5.
No.
All right, man. Jamar Chase, does he get a tud in that game?
Big
Jay
boy
Reeves?
Tutter.
Silly C, does Jamar Chase get a tud in that game?
I think he gets a tud.
All right. No
A
more
big boy
Higgins.
Tutter.
No more Higgins for Cincinnati. You guys think Jamar Chase is now the solid number 2? Or is he
Yes.
the number 1, like his jersey says?
I think Higgins is going to be the bigger play person, but I think Chase will definitely take over like the possession receiver.
No. No. I don't agree with Cody at all.
Argue.
I don't agree with Cody at all.
Right,
Higgins is the possession receiver, but Higgins is currently banged up. So don't get that twisted. But Chase, like you said, I said he was number 2. No, he is the number 1.
Where's Boyd?
He's 3. He's damn near not even on the team anymore. No, he had a good game a couple games ago, but
Boyd is still the number 1 in my opinion.
I'm like, dude, you just not.
Not for the fantasy production, the type of players that we like.
Yeah, well, Boyd went really high in this league draft, in every league's draft. So I think a lot of people want to know what to expect from Boyd. Silly C, is there any numbers you can give us on what we could expect from Boyd? Jay Reeves, so you're just done with him? He's been demoted to 3rd receiver. So your power rankers is Jamar 1, Higgins 2, Boyd 3.
Moving forward, yes, sir.
All right, Silly C, what could we expect for Boyd?
Currently, I have him set for 51 receiving yards, 40% chance to get a touchdown, and about 5 receptions.
All right, man. See, we just made the Bengals and Lions game interesting, and that's what good podcasters do. We're able to take the uninteresting and make it interesting. So we'll push it into the next game. This game has a more heavier spread. It's negative 9.5 for the Rams plus 9.5 for the Giants. So they're going to give you 9.5 with the Giants at home. I'm actually going to go with the Rams to cover this. The Giants are a bad team, and bad teams lose games easily. That's just what happens. I'm gonna go with the Rams to beat them. Heaven, Jay
Heavenly.
Reese. I don't even have the words for it. Jay Reese.
Heavy.
Man, he's calling them heavenly. This boy is lost on this fight. Your
I'm
girl
on
is
I
what?
don't
talking
Yeah,
have
about
to
I'm
come
on
with
heavenly,
good
what?
man.
words. All we're doing is talking about sports. Like I'm trying my
Are
best.
you talking about sports?
No, I
Are you?
wasn't. No, I am now.
He was like
I wasn't. Yeah.
heavenly. They just look heavenly. But
All right.
anyways,
Earlier.
I'm moving on to the Rams to cover this spread. This is a fat spread, man. But the Giants banged up. Don't know if Daniel Jones is going to play. Currently, they said that he is ready to go. But I'm going with the Rams, man. I think they could beat them by 14 points.
That's what I'm thinking as well. We'll keep it pushing into the Silly C. Did you give a take? My
No.
bad. Who you got in that one?
I'm gonna have to disagree. I'm gonna definitely take the Giants to cover the 9.5 spread. I think that they actually are playing good football. They're not gonna win the game, but I don't think they're gonna lose by that much.
Definitely, because they got their best offensive. Oh no, Saquon's not there. They got the really good def. Oh no, the Giants suck, bro.
Was
People,
Saquon there
only
actually
thing
ever
good
even
in New
really
York
doing
right now is
anything when he
chopped
was
cheese.
there?
Like only thing working
Daniel
in New York
Jones has
right now
been
is the
playing
chopped
some good
cheese
ball.
salad, man. I'm just letting
Where's
you know.
Daniel Jones? Where's Daniel Jones compared to the other guy?
Who's the other guy, man? Give me the comparison, and I'll give you
Matthew
the fact.
Stafford.
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely not Stafford. I got him on my
Uh,
team. So
uh,
heavy.
Cody, you talking out both sides of your mouth, which is something I expected you to
He's
do.
not
But
Stafford, but that fool is a beast, though.
you're
No
not
lie.
Stafford. You're not Stafford. You're not a Matthew. That's your problem. We'll keep it pushing, man. We'll go into the next game. Two former number one overall picks, two former Lincoln Riley Oklahoma Sooners, two former Heisman Trophy winners take on each other in a battle in Cleveland, man. We got Arizona Cardinals visiting the Cleveland Browns. We got Kyler Murray versus Baker Mayfield. We got a lot of tasty things in this one, Jay Reeves. What's the flavor out in Vegas?
They got it sitting at plus 3.5 for the Arizona Cardinals. I say plus because that is the team I'm taking. But I'm not taking those points. I'm taking them straight up on the money line, sitting at plus 154.
Jay Reeves, you just all ball bag today, huh? You just all
Man,
ball
the
bag.
the Cleveland Browns played an exhausting game last week, and so did the Arizona Cardinals. But I think Cleveland used up all of their powers. So I'm taking Arizona Cardinal and Kyler Murray in a real nice game here, man.
Yeah, I think it definitely kind of going to separate the two number one overall picks, although they're forever linked by Heisman things, Sooner legacy, as well as Lincoln Riley connections. Kyler Murray's just in a different class than Baker. I like Baker. I'm not a Baker detractor, but it's just tough to get stuff accomplished without all your main weapons, and not having Jarvis Landry for a little bit is just hurting them, and you're starting to see them. Also, something to be noted. Nick Chubb is banged up. He's currently listed as questionable. We'll see how
True.
that plays out. So just keep your eye on that. Maybe Silly C's dream will come to fruition with Kareem Hunt passing him. One thing that won't come to fruition is the Cleveland Browns doing that spread. So I'm going to take Arizona Cardinals with the points in Cleveland. Silly C, what say you?
I really, guys, this game could get out of hand for either one of the teams, just depending if one gets hot. I kind of really hate those points altogether, but I do like the over under at 49 right now. I definitely take the over in that case, and drop a little of them onions on them and go ahead and take Arizona money line.
Okay.
Speaking about hate, man, hate. Man, is there a couple fan bases that we couldn't hate more, man? Let's talk about the game of the week on the Fox network. It's got the primetime viewing. We got Dallas Cowboys visiting Gillette Stadium to take on Bill Belichick,
Oh, wait
Macaroni
a second.
Cheese, and the
I
Patriots.
hate to cut you off right there, but you just rode right past all my narratives for this last game, man. I got a props to the ops with James Conner going up against your boy Nick Chubb. Matt, let me ask you this: who has more touchdowns, James Conner or Nick Chubb?
You know the answer to that. I know the answer to that. Don't play with me. You know how much stock I put into Nick Chubb. Don't play with me.
So who
Don't
has
play
more
with me.
touchdowns?
Don't play with me. I'm not saying it.
Okay.
Not Nick at night. Not Nick at night. Okay.
Okay. Props to the ops. Who gets over 1.5 touchdowns in this game? Nick Chubb or James Conner?
I'm gonna go with my boy Nick Chubb, man. I put stock
Okay.
into him, and that's for a reason. That's because I do expect him to pop, and he popped last week with a big boy run, big boy tud. You know what I'm saying? He's starting to do big boy things, and that's what big boys do in big games, man. I got Nick
Whoa.
Chubb to.
Nick Conner.
I put the
Ooh.
Nick. I put the Nick in there.
Terminator.
You put the Nick
Terminator.
Connor. I got. I put the Nick in there. You put the Nick Connor. All right, man. Yeah, I'm gonna take Nick Chubb over on the touchdowns.
Yeah, I
City
got Nick Chubb. I got Nick Chubb too. Cody?
I don't know. Connor has a 30% chance of a touchdown. Chubb has about almost a 65% chance of a
Oh.
touchdown. I'm taking Chubb
Yep. All
Yeah,
right.
if he
yeah.
plays.
Cody's never gonna go against the numbers. Just like Jay Reese should never ever stop me from introducing the game. We got Jerry Jones's Cowboys with Dak Prescott back on the field visiting Kraft, you know what I'm saying, who's fresh off a massage, you know what I'm saying. I believe him and Deshaun Watson go to the same place. We got Kraft versus Jerry Jones, macaroni and cheese versus Dak. Let's get it popping. Patriots hosting Cowboys. I'm actually gonna do the line on this because Jay Reeves don't like it when I talk before him because I'll be cooking out here. So I'm just gonna go. We'll do the line on this one, and it's got the Patriots at plus 3.5. Obviously, the Cowboys will be at -3 and a hook. I'm going to take the Cowboys. They're a better team. Micah Parsons, Diggs, they got that defense playing right, and we all know what kind of contributors they have on offense. I think the worst or the fourth string wide receiver on the Cowboys could probably be the number one receiver in New England, and that just makes it for a long day for mac and cheese. So I'm going to take the Cowboys. Silly Steve, what say you?
I'm gonna have to be in agreement. So I'm gonna take the Cowboys with the little salsa hip turn that Prescott's doing. It's working for him this year. He came back. I think he's actually doing something. So Cowboys minus three
That's
and a
what's
half.
up, Jay Reeves. What say you?
Man, if Mac and Cheese could just manage this game, be a game manager, some short check down passes. They kind of been showing us a little offense over the last couple of weeks, man. And the defense somehow keeps Dak Prescott off the field and Ezekiel Elliott on the bench. But I'm still going to take Dallas minus 3.5.
Y'all keep throwing me for the okie doke, man. Just like the league did. The league will always surprise you, man. Seen this picture of Geno Smith and Cam Newton
Oh,
recently, and I was just like, damn, man. Like, who would have thought Geno Smith would be starting a game and Cam Newton would be out the league? Let's go into the next game, which is Seattle Seahawks, quarterbacked by Geno Smith, taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. I'm going to let you know right now. I picked up Pittsburgh's defense. I'm not expecting Geno to be able to handle the pressure of a full week. Jay Reeves, what is Vegas saying? And then what are you saying?
they got this game sitting at minus 5.5 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I actually do think, as of late, how the Pittsburgh Steelers have been playing, that's kind of a big number for them to cover. But Geno Smith, like my man Cody said in our last pod, like, I didn't even know this dude was still in the league. And his fantasy picture makes him real untrustworthy. With
Oh,
that
man,
being
I've seen
said,
him.
what? Oh, go check that out.
Oh, I already
With that,
seen it.
oh, with with that being said, I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers on mine. It's minus 5.5.
Yeah, this game won't be won by Ben Roethlisberger. There'll actually be a different Steeler that wins this game, and his name will be T.J. Watt. I'm expecting big things. I was able to pick him up in TJ's league, where we
Is he
can
back? He's
start
healthy?
a fantasy defensive player, and I'm going to start T.J. Watt this week. I can see 2 sacks and maybe a sack fumble, maybe the trifecta: sack, fumble, and tud.
Ooh,
I'm going to
that's
take
so many
Pittsburgh
points.
at home, man. That's so many points, man. You see what my boy Kendricks did last week? Nobody cares about my fantasy team.
Thank you.
See,
No,
what do
yeah,
you
thank
say?
you. I actually, think the Steelers are trash. I don't like them. I don't trust them. Anything about
Agreed.
that team is pretty garbage. I'm gonna go ahead and take Seattle easy with these points, and not only that, but I think they might actually blow them out.
Oh, whoa.
Did he just make a hot take and then leave? Man, that boy
Drop
Man.
got
the
some
clutch sports
onions,
on
man.
them.
I
Hey man,
like
have
what
you guys ever had a red jalapeno?
red jalapeno.
That shit is spicy, and Cody got a real spicy ass take out
Man,
there.
he coming with that scorpion pepper, man. That habanero. He coming
Woo.
with that habanero, man. But we're
Just
gonna
like
get
Hunt.
it, Hunt. Yeah, and that's still a trash take, Cody. It's a trash take, bro. You left last time. This time I'm putting you out. It's a trash ass take. You come on my show fucking saying some stuff like that. Man, you lucky I'm gonna bring you back just for the Monday night football game.
Oh
Oh,
no,
you left me. Oh man, he said I can't quit you. He said I can't quit you. We'll go to that Monday night game, wrap it up and keep it popping, man. We got the Bills versus Tennessee. Cody, since you keep leaving, man, I just want to ask you, you got any fantasy players in this Bills and Tennessee matchup?
Josh Allen.
Nobody
Definitely.
cares about your fantasy team. You fall for that every time. Jay Reeves, what is
he
Vegas
got it
saying?
off though. He got it off though.
Yeah, he was
He
trying to
was
say
ready to
something.
go. He was like, no, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Hey, he was
I
all
was
quick
ready that
with it,
time.
man. He was all quick. Y'all know Ali from
You
Family
ain't
Guy
just
and
gonna do
stuff,
me
man.
like
That'd be
that.
hilarious. He'd be like, they always send it to him like, let's go to Ali for the weather. He'd be like, it's cold. They had him in the Star Wars episode, and he was like, they're like, we're gonna go with the Ali for the weather. He's like, space weather. Cody came out, space weather takes. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it
Oh,
popping. Jay Reeves, what is Vegas saying about Buffalo visiting the Music City Tennessee Titans?
they
Space
got the
weather.
they got the Bills sitting at -5.5. I had another start by this game because this could have easily been the game of the week as well. I just want to throw down this narrative right quick. Last year, when the Tennessee Titans were being irresponsible and didn't have their COVID protocols in order, they made Buffalo sit around and wait for them.
Mm.
Then they ended up smacking up Buffalo. Last year, Taylor Lewan was cited, making crybaby faces like, oh, you guys are some big babies. We just kicked the shit out of you. Not this year. Not this year, my friend. The Bills remember that. And they will be snapping off in the Tennessee Titans as you will hear no good music out there.
Oh man, if you want to talk about bad blood, crazy history, just moments in NFL history. Do you guys remember what 2 teams were involved in the Music City Miracle?
Uh,
Buffalo and the Titans.
Yep, and that's what we're talking about here. This Tennessee Titan team always seems to round it. Like they always say, nobody rounds the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Well, Tennessee be like right in front of them. They're like, you know what I'm saying, man? And I think with a healthy AJ Brown this week, and or I think AJ might be out, but Julio Jones is back. Derrick Henry is a man amongst just mortal people. He is like he's Thanos, you know what I'm saying? And I think he's ready to snap half of the Buffalo Bills away. I'm going to take Tennessee at home in a risky pick. I understand that. But I think Ryan Tannehill is going to come to play. That Music City is going to be rocking. And like I said, man, the narratives is laid. The narratives is laid, man. The Titans round the wagons on the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to take the Titans. So you see what say you.
I'm definitely going way against that. Buffalo's gonna come in there. They felt way disrespected last year and for a while now from Tennessee. I feel Josh Allen's finally coming into play. Their team's finally coming into play. Their defense has shut out people twice already this year. I see this being a big win by them. Definitely Buffalo Bill -5.5.
Definitely. And then just before we sign off, I know Jay Reeves loves the versus battles. I got one for him this week. Who has more rushing yards? Singletary, Moss, or Josh Allen for the Buffalo Bills? Who has more rushing yards in this game?
That's a tough ass question, man.
I don't fuck around. I never have. I get that from a granddaddy. He never fucked around.
I'm gonna go with Zach Moss.
I'm gonna go with Josh. No, I'm gonna go with Singletary for the lead of their rushing. Silly C, what do you think?
This one is kind of hard.
We might all be split on this
We
one.
got 32 for Singletary, 41 for Moss, and
Okay.
37 for Josh Allen. Oh, it's a freaking heads or tails. I'm going with Josh Allen. I think he's gonna have a big run.
We have a whole dog catcher of a segment. Everybody chose something different. Jay
We ain't
Reed
never
says
hit the
you about to
trifecta
get
before.
Moss. I say that it's singles night, and I think Silly C says that it's time for Mosh Allen to get it popping. So, I mean, man, we just all split. So when we don't know, make the decision yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's 50% fuss, 50% fantasy football, and 100% confusion. And facts, you know what I'm saying? But we keep you confused.
Heavy.
Subscribe to the channel. Heavies.